A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the USC Trojans taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Big moment in recruiting last week. Four-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a four-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectation...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Jordan. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
That's reeled in. It's Jordan. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more after.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
On his way back from the 20. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another first down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touchy. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football line? Come to Wisconsin.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds. Let's take just a moment here and talk about Wisconsin. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
On the run, deep down the right side. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
Going downfield for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Here he goes. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Michigan. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. To the air, it's Edwards. Fires to the right. Got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them.
It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking for room, it's Jordan.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. With jet sweep pass. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Caught, close to the marker, it's Fowler. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Buys a little time with his feet. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Just keep slinging it. Pocket breaking down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches.
He's got it. 1st down and more. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Mayava. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Jordan. Turns it on in midfield. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Grabs it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Tight end getting vertical. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. I mean, these guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Badger.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 21 over Michigan. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Buzz?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Buys a little extra time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field see if they can get something going here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Edwards. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Grabbed in the end zone and put 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Badger! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mayava. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and make.
Lets it fly. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down, but not before he gets a 1st down at the 35.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. The defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
The offense will quickly use a timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I don't think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He's going to run it. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously, they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. To the air, it's Mayava. Looking to buy time. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
The Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Across the 45. All kinds of room to the right. The 20. He's at the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Barry Johnson. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds a tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Dupree. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Finds a tight end down the gut. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Badgers have this offense rolling. Gives it on the option. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Fires to the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's a draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about... Man, when he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Alabama has just had no answer to this hellacious beatdown they're taking today. I mean, when's the last time this happened to this program? They're trailing by 17 to Oklahoma. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. gets an offense onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And the ball's on the ground. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Got a man. It's Jordan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it on the outside, it's Lemon. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unloads to the right. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Wisconsin. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular.
And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Throwing right. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll go to the ground. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Using his legs, it's Jordan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it and drive on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's
looking deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be brought down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a fourth and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. A deep throw as the clock winds down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.